The Romans worshipped thousands of gods, and as they continued to conquer, they ran into more and more gods of those civilizations. And if they ran across a god or goddess that they liked, they adopted them. But they did more than that. The ancient Romans would change the gods' names or goddesses' names. They would also change the myths and legends to fit Roman beliefs. They changed the gods' personalities to more fit the Roman ideal. And this did not happen overnight. And that brings us to today's video. I'm Enigma. And if you enjoy the content so far, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that little bell to be notified when any new videos are released. In 54 BCE, the Roman Empire conquered the Celts. But what a lot of people don't understand is that the Celt, or the word Celt, has been abused. It's actually derived from the Greek word Keltoi, which means uncivilized or barbarian. One of the most interesting things about the Celt gods and goddesses were that they were localized, generally to tribes. Most of these, of course, had links to sacred forests or even the waterways. And one of the most enigmatic of all the gods is the Horned One, the god of the wilds, the Celtic god of Cernunnos. Little is known, honestly, about Cernunnos. Very little is written about him. Unfortunately, during the Roman occupation, the stories just simply did not get passed down through the bastion of antiquity. And that's what we explore today. Cernunnos, the god of the wilds. So stay a while and listen. Rome was founded in 625 BC. It would be centuries before becoming the powerful empire that it was to conquer much of Europe and Britain. The early Roman culture was significantly influenced by external forces, both through conquest and trade. The Etruscans from northern Italy were early rulers of Rome, and the ancient Greeks also had a significant cultural impact on the development of Rome. This is particularly seen in the way that Romans have adopted many of the Greek gods and equated them into their own pantheon. The Romans left a huge amount of literature and archaeology behind them, which has provided a great volume of clear detail of the development of their religions and spiritual worldview. The Romans were polytheistic and inclusive when it came to their deities. As well as their own gods, they adopted a large number of foreign gods, based on the twin factors of expansion and immigration into the empire. However, the Synod of Whitby in 664 CE marked the meeting of two major strands of Christianity in Britain at the time. The Celtic Christians met with the Roman Christians to discuss the differences in worship, and King Oswald of Northumberland, a Celtic Christian, gave way to the Roman view, ensuring the spread of Catholicism throughout Britain. Although pagan kings had been tolerant of Christianity, it was not the same case when Christianity gained the ascendancy. Thus, we see such draconian rules for heathens who turned away from the church around 690 CE, such as, and I quote, "If anyone, in ignorance, eats or drinks by a heathen shrine, they are to promise never to do so again, and to do 40 days of penance on bread and water. If it is deliberately done again, that is, after a priest has declared that it is a sacrilege and a place of demons, the offer shall do penance on bread and water for 4 thrice 40 days. But if it is done to glorify the idol, the penance shall be for 3 years." However, despite the Christian prosecution of the pagan deities, it was also the Christian monks who recorded the old tales and had given us a written legacy of Celtic myths, specifically the Irish and Welsh gods. Unfortunately, with the spread of Christianity, the church started to buckle down about the beliefs in other deities. Thus, the Horned One became quickly associated with the devil. Many believe that the first images printed of the devil were based off of the imagery of Cernunnos, and his worshippers were quickly labeled as devil worshippers. In 1710, within the foundations of Notre Dame, the Pillar of the Boatman was discovered. This distinctive stone pillar marked an important monument of the Gallo-Roman religion. Its lower reliefs depict and label by name several Roman deities as well as Gaelic deities, one of course being Cernunnos. a metal plaque found in Luxembourg, in the territory of the Celtic Treveri. The inscription Dio Cernunnico to the god Cernunnos is assumed to be in the same deity. Another place that Cernunnos was found was the Guddenstrapt Cauldron. This is a richly decorated silver vessel that dates anywhere between 150 BCE and 1 BCE. And in 1891, in a peat bog near the hamlet of Guddenstrapt in Denmark, it was found dismantled, with other pieces stacked inside of its base. And on the first plate shows an antlered male figure seated in a central position. Today, many pagan traditions honor Cernunnos as an aspect of the god, the embodiment of masculine energy and fertility and power. As mentioned, not much is left. However, there is a prayer. God of the green, Lord of the forest, I offer you my sacrifice. I ask you for your blessing. You are the man in the trees, the green man of the woods, who brings life to the dawning spring. You are the deer in the rut, mighty horned one, who roams the autumn woods, the hunter circling around the oak, the antlers of the wild stag, and lifeblood that spills upon the ground each season. God of the green, Lord of the forest, I offer you my sacrifice. I ask you for your blessing. So there you have it, folks. Cernunnos, the god of the forest, the lord of the hunt. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I have. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and that little bell to be notified when any new videos are popping out. Also, check us out on all of these other social media tags as well. I'm Enigma. I'll see you next time.